How do you look put together all the time? I get asked that question on a weekly basis by people that I know, by clients, just randomly. Honestly, I do. And if I had a dime for every time I was asked that question, I'd have a lot of dimes. Hi, welcome to Clarity Chats with Clarabelle. I'm Clarabelle, and that's what I want to talk about today. I do get that question asked a lot, but you know what? It's not magic. And I'm here to tell you that it takes work and it takes a commitment for yourself to be able to do small things every day to show up for yourself so that you can feel confident, comfortable, and as if you're put together. And it's not going to be perfect because life's not perfect. It's about taking simple steps. And these steps are the things that I do personally. And I'm hoping that maybe by sharing them with you can put a plan together or routine for yourself that fits your lifestyle. Because it's not going to be the same every day. And you're going to have some flexibility for yourself. It's not about perfection or trying to be perfect or trying to fit in everything at once or make a bunch of changes at the same time. No, it's about taking small, actionable steps that can fit into your life right now and that you're able to consistently do for the most part, knowing that there will be days and times that you can't do it all or you can't do what you wanted to, and allowing yourself some grace. Let's dive in. So first and foremost, you must take time for yourself. Hear me out on this. This has to be a non-negotiable. Whether it's 5 minutes or 30 minutes, it's essential for you to not only move your body, but also nourish your mind, your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it. If you're a busy mom, hey, like me, and have a tight schedule, trust me, I know. I'm filming this at 7:35 and I've got to make dinner still. So I feel you. I'm right there. But taking even 5 minutes, which we can find 5 minutes somewhere in our day, preferably in the morning, first thing in the morning before the dog needs you, before your hubby or wife or child or whatever needs you, do some stretching. Do a couple of jumping jacks, push-ups. You have a trampoline? I do. Jump on the trampoline for 5 minutes. Whatever it is, find some time, again, preferably in the morning, to make it part of your routine. It makes a huge difference on how you set the day up if you can do it earlier, but even if you take it in between a meeting or in the afternoon, whenever you have a moment. And then with that said, let's not forget about your mind. Sometimes I take a walk without music and any distractions, and I'm just looking and enjoying nature around me. It really clears my head. So I encourage you, if you don't have the time to maybe be in silence and meditate, I really try to do it, but most of the time I just don't have the ability to unless it's right before bed. If I'm already taking a 15-minute walk, I put my phone on silent, I put it in my back pocket, and I just walk in silence and enjoy the beauty around me. This type of silent meditation can truly be incredibly fulfilling. So remember that every day will look different, but finding at least 5 minutes, 5 at least, is the key. Okay, so hear me out. The second thing that I do, and it's typically in the morning as well, is my skincare. This could mean something different for everybody. Some people will not look at this as wearing makeup. That's something that some people won't do. I understand that. I respect that. And most days I don't have time to wear a full beat of makeup, even though I would love to, because that's my love language. But anyway, at least I start my day with sunscreen. Sunscreen is actually a huge step in anti-aging and protects your skin. And if you're dry, it's moisturizing. If you're oily, you could find different types of sunscreen that can fit your skin type. And if you don't know what your skin type, give it a dermatologist or someone like me, a skin specialist, that can help you identify what your skin type is so that you can find the right product. Because what I find is most people don't know what their skin type is, and when they try a product, they don't like it, it feels too greasy, they might be oily, and that's why it doesn't work for them, and then it's just out of sight, out of mind. So it's important to know what that is for you so that when you find a product, you'll actually enjoy using it. And something that's not fussy. I do not believe in 10-step products. You don't have to have a drawer full of things. It's, again, something that's specific to you and that can fit your schedule, your budget, your lifestyle. If you're unsure of what your skin type is, definitely reach to a dermatologist or someone like me, a skin specialist. But at minimum, wear sunscreen. Now, if you have a little bit more time and you're able to put on a moisturizing skin tint and maybe some mascara, that could also help you feel put together. But that has to be something you have to find, again, the time and energy. Some people do not like makeup, and that's okay. You don't have to. You could definitely feel and look put together simply by wearing a tinted moisturizer and chapstick and go. This is personal to you, your lifestyle, your budget. But again, non-negotiable sunscreen. That's going to set you up for success in anti-aging, and you're going to continue to feel confident and beautiful. The next step has to be a go-to hairstyle. That's going to be, again, different for everybody. This is something that you can do on the go, on the fly, when you don't have time to wash your hair, you don't have time to blow dry it, to straighten it, to curl it, or like me, I have really, really frizzy hair, and in Florida summer weather, it's always frizzy. So if you don't have time for none of that, now if you do, great, that's wonderful. If you have that down to a T, that's great for you. I have to have a go-to hairstyle, and this is it for me. I have two ways of slicking it back. Usually depending on what I wear, I'll slick it back in a ponytail, and sometimes I'll slick it back on a low ponytail. Sometimes I will split in the middle and wear it in a low pony. Sometimes I'll just put it up in a bun, and that's another go-to. But I know those are styles that I feel good, I feel comfortable, I feel confident, and guess what? It's easy. So if you don't have a go-to hairstyle, start playing around and find one. Now, if you have short hair, you can still pull your hair back in a low pony. I've always had short hair. This is actually the longest I've had it in a long time. So just find your groove with a go-to hairstyle. And again, if you have a routine with that and you know what your go-to is, that's wonderful. Sometimes I understand that there's certain hairstyles that many people have that require styling every day. Perhaps maybe you can reconsider a different style that requires less styling. But again, if that's a non-negotiable for you, like for me, a non-negotiable, I have to wear sunscreen and mascara every day. Yes, I wear mascara every day. I will not go anywhere without it. If your non-negotiable is fixing your hair and you put in the effort every day, then you're one step ahead. Go with your bad self. But just have a go-to style. You're short on time, that you feel comfortable and confident in this particular hairstyle, and you're out the door. Okay, so step 4 that I do is actually a big one. I talk to my clients a lot about this one. This is having a uniform. Now, if you wear scrubs, fantastic. Then you're 5 steps ahead of the game. You're golden. All you have to do is, a couple of other steps to feel confident and beautiful, then you're good. You're good. But for the rest of us who don't wear scrubs or a real uniform, what I mean by this is picking some items, types of styles that you feel comfortable and confident. And I'm going to get some hate probably. This is not joggers or leggings or any form of pants that has no structure to it, like sweatpants. um, so I know this is a touchy subject, especially many of us work from home. And so we're able to kind of get away with this in a sense. If you wear a nice t-shirt or a nice top and you're put together from the waist up, that's fine. But there's something to be said when you're actually getting dressed for the day. Now, for those of you who actually go into an office, you probably already know that. But for the rest of us that work from home, you kind of get comfortable. And I get it, been there, done that. But there's something to be said, again, when I'm wearing sweats and a nice top, as opposed to if I'm wearing jeans or pants and a nice top. I walk differently. I carry myself differently. I feel different. Now, if that's not you, then I respect that. But for the most part, a lot of people can attest to feeling different if they're dressed properly for the day. So the uniform for me is, I know I like to have a nice top, something preferably that I don't have to iron, that I can just throw on. That could be a nice t-shirt or, like I said, a nice blouse. And then jeans. I love jeans. I'm comfortable in jeans. That's my go-to. If it's chilly, if the AC is kicking too high, I throw on a blazer on top. And if it's cooler outside, and I say with air quotes, wintertime here in Florida, which, it's like 2 weeks out of the year, I might throw on a jacket. But shoes are, of course, an option, especially if you work from home. I don't. I wear socks, but when I leave the house, obviously, I wear shoes. But nonetheless, having a uniform, something that you feel comfortable, confident, that's easy to grab, that you don't have to iron, that you do not have to throw in the wash or what have you. Now, I have two staples. I go from wearing jeans and a nice top to sometimes wearing a dress. I do like wearing dresses. Dresses are easy, and I can change the look of the dress simply by wearing a jean jacket or even throwing a t-shirt on top of that, depending on the style of dress. But those are two uniforms, if you will, that I know if I'm running, which happens all the time, if I'm running late, I woke up late, I snooze too many times, and I didn't prepare the night before. It happens from time to time. I give myself grace and I know, okay, this is my go-to. And I am not going to lie. There has been times that I have worn the exact same outfit a few times in a week, because if life is crazy and it caught up to me and I know that outfit felt good on Tuesday and it's Friday, guess what? If it's clean, I'm wearing it again. So no shame in the game, but it's not about having hundreds of different styles or options. Some of us actually gets flustered with having more options. It's more about finding those couple of items that you feel comfortable and confident, and that can be your go-to. That's your uniform, and you're out the door. Step 5 is a non-negotiable for me as well. Well, all of these are non-negotiables. Obviously, this is what I do for the most part on a day-to-day basis. Step 5 is taking the time to make nutritious choices. When we're running low on time, it is easy and human nature to make poor decisions. This is going to require a little bit of effort, maybe once a week or twice a week, to make better decisions. And it could be in a form of meal prep, or perhaps maybe having some kind of delivery service if you're able to afford that. But whatever the case may be, is taking the time to making sure you have nutritious options for you to pick up on the go. I make meal prep in advance. I do casseroles. I do oatmeal in advance. I do pancakes, protein packed pancakes. There's several things that I do in advance that allows me to make better choices on the go. Now, I personally intermittent fast, so I don't eat until about 10 to 12 in the morning. But again, I may be on back-to-back meetings or calls that doesn't allow me to actually cook a meal, but I have something in the fridge that I know that I can make a better decision on the go. And that alone makes me feel better when I make a better decision in eating. So already I woke up, I've taken 5 minutes to stretch, do jumping jacks, jump on my trampoline, whatever, walk. I've taken time to put on my sunscreen and my mascara, my non-negotiable, remember? 3, I've put my hair back in a ponytail. 4, I've got my uniform on. 5, I don't have time to make something to eat, but I have something in the fridge, a casserole bake or egg casserole or tuna casserole or something that I know that I can heat up and it's there. Again, these are things that will allow you to feel confident and good and healthy and beautiful all along the day. Again, not every day is perfect, but you can find some time every day to make it better. All right, so step 6. This is now talking about the evening, winding down time. This is how you want to end your day and set the tone for the next day. So right before bed, maybe this is the time that you have those 5 minutes to do silence. Maybe you can journal. Maybe you can listen to some binaural beats, something that's soothing. You shut the phone off, you stop the Instagram, you stop the Facebook at a certain time, hopefully 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed. Let's be realistic, maybe 1 hour, but regardless, you take the time to wind down. And I personally like to take a few minutes, just 5-6 minutes, to look at my schedule, look at my calendar, and see what I've got going on tomorrow. Make some adjustments because, again, life's not perfect. Perhaps maybe there's one more thing that's been added to my calendar, and that allows me to kind of look at the day the night before and see, okay, well, I'm not going to have those 15 minutes to do my walk or trampoline jump. So if I don't have that opportunity in the morning, then I need to push that down. When will I be able to do that? So again, you're setting the tone the night before for how you're going to start your day. And that makes a huge difference to be able to really holistically take a look at that. And then again, it only takes 5-6 minutes and you're able to see what your day could potentially look the next day. And that sets you up for success when you need to shift things around in order to make the day flow a little bit better. Because again, it's not going to be perfect and you're going to show up with flexibility and grace for the times that, even though you planned the night before, that it didn't go quite that well, because again, that's life. But at least you're doing your best to show up in a positive manner. You look at things in a positive way. To wrap things up, you do not have to do everything at once. It's about building habits that work for you, that work for your lifestyle, that works for your budget. It starts small. If it's 5 minutes that you have, then you take 5 minutes. You have to focus on creating small wins, giving yourself grace, and just being flexible to know that tomorrow is going to look different than it did today, and that's okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that these steps really bring some light into your life and allows you to build small habits into your routine to allow you to feel more beautiful and confident. It's about making it easier. We have enough things that makes our life hard day to day. So don't overthink it. It's easy. I'm here for you. And if you have any questions, let me know. And until next time, bye.